Grand01 Courier. Time for another movie review, which we saw Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and I gotta say I liked it. Yeah, growing up, Beast Wars was my first Transformers series that I really enjoyed and watched all the way through, and then I got into G1 and stuff. Even though I did have, I think, a G1 toy before I started watching Transformers altogether, but nonetheless, Beast Wars was kind of my jam. I had all the toys. I even have, you could see back there, the transfusion, his ultimate form of Opt- Optimus Primal. There might be another one back there, but you can also see there's a anniversary of Transformers G1 box set up there. But yeah, I like Transformers quite a bit. I always put the decals, Autobots on my car. Just nerdy stuff. But nonetheless, I had to see this movie. There was no option for me. And I gotta say, AMC had one of the coolest popcorn bucket tins. Well, okay, I can't say tins anymore. It was just popcorn bucket. It was plastic, but it was um, Optimus Prime, the the flat front semi, the classic version. Well, the one that they use, at least in this one, because it takes place in the 90s, um, with the trailer attached to it, and it opens up on top, which is pretty cool because it's actually comes with a drink for the first time instead of just popcorn. So for $50, I didn't get it, as you could see, because I don't have it in my hands right now. Because $50 was quite a bit. Maybe it was 40. I probably would have pulled the trigger on it, but I'm trying to save money right now because I'm going to AX. So yeah, it can't be dropping $50 because that $50 gets some cool prints or some cool merchandise from Anime Expo. If anything, that pays for parking in LA. So I'll say about 50. But yeah, so it was pretty cool because if you look online, you'll find it. It's the AMC Transformers popcorn bucket. It's kind of cool because the the main truck part is meant to be like a cup because the two exhausts on it are actually straws. So it's actually meant to be a cup because that's why you get a large drink with this one, and then you get a large popcorn because the popcorn is supposed to go in the trailer part because that's the bigger section. But I like that they've just been giving you the bucket, and then they just give you a bucket of popcorn and a cup of soda, so you don't dirty the popcorn bucket, because when you get the popcorn in there, that butter just takes a while to get off, especially the tins, and you don't want to be getting the tins wet, so it makes it really difficult to clean. But that's why, like, when I got the Mario tin, I'm glad that they gave the bucket on the side, so it's cool. I like it better because, yeah, we are there for the popcorn bucket to save it, to collect it, so if the theme parks do it, why not? The theaters. I think Cinemark has a Optimus Prime head that you can put popcorn in for like half the price. It's pretty cool because the eyes glow, but the truck's kind of cooler. But still, $50 couldn't do it. Couldn't drop to pull the trigger. But let's get back to the movie. Talking too much on just a popcorn bucket, but there is a mid-credit scene, which you don't have to wait too long for it because it's mid-credit, so you get it pretty quick. Just a little hint. Probably, I mean, the end of the movie, there's a hint of what might be coming, so that'd be cool. Hasbro is definitely, seems like they're kind of trying to make their own universe, so we'll see what happens there. It should be interesting. Besides that, yeah, the movie, I enjoyed it. It's not too crazy. I mean, I do like that the Maximal's designs were very similar to the original Beast Wars designs, especially the first stages of them. Granted, they seemed a little too big, but that's just nitpicking. That's just a nitpick. But when they transform, it was pretty cool. I wish they would have shown them off more than just what they did, the Maximals at least. They definitely showed the regular Autobots more for sure, and they have more part in the story. But the bad guys are pretty cool. They have some cool designs. I do love when they transform because they always have like these Mad Max, dirty, grungy, muscle, you know, beefy vehicle forms, and I just like that. That's just me. I just enjoy that. Um, they just feel like power and unstoppable juggernauts. So there's that. Voice acting's really good. I think they all fit pretty well. Mirage definitely is the main lead. He's kind of like the new Bumblebee in this one. Granted, of course, there is Bumblebee too, but he's back to the radio sound effects and movie sound effects and everything. So you need someone that could talk. So you got Mirage, which he's pretty fun. I thought he was gonna be a little annoying, but it seemed alright. The main human lead, male at least, is a former military guy who's, family, younger brother trying to take care of. So that's the majority of it. I mean, he's pretty cool. I like it. He's Spanish descent. I don't think they said exactly where he was from. They do go to Peru, so they're talking Spanish to one of the other bots that they meet down there. But yeah, they didn't quite say exactly where he's from. So it's from. Oh man, I forgot what part of New York he was from. Oh, that's so bad. But yeah, he's probably. I don't know. I don't want to say he's Spanish descent, so I don't want to, shoot myself in the foot for saying something wrong. But he's pretty cool. I kind of like him. The motives that he has to join with the Autobots and help out seem pretty reasonable enough for his character. The second lead, she's actually pretty interesting too. She's kind of the hold on a second. Whew, sorry about that. I just sneezed. Yeah, so she's pretty cool. She's an intern for like an archaeology department or museum. Yeah, museum. And so of course she's one of those ones where they know more than the actual professors and the people higher up than her. So she's the one that kind of figures everything out. Which she's pretty cool. I mean, she has her quirk. She has enough character. She's not too annoying. So hey, that's the best you can hope for, right? From the human characters in the Transformers movies, that they're not too annoying, and they actually kind of fit and kind of do their part in the movie. Which I gotta say, definitely, the main character Noah does his part. So hey, he fits. She fits pretty well too. Oh man, I forgot her name, but I just remember Noah because I know someone named Noah as well. So there's that. Music was pretty fun. 90s, hip hop, rap stuff. Some rock and roll stuff there as well. Uh, like I said, childhood. So, hey, it's familiar with me. I liked it. What else? What else? Autobot designs were pretty cool. It was interesting because, at least for me, it felt like they used a lot more motion capture stuff. And it works because they have more natural movement to them, but you could kind of tell there's a thing about motion capture, so you definitely could tell. What else? What else? Action scenes were pretty cool. You get to actually zoom out and see what's going on. So yeah, I can't really say too much about it. It's definitely nothing crazy impressive, I would say. I think it does what it's supposed to. It's a very solid movie for sure. Um, Characters, the humans are not as idiotic as previous ones. They actually have a pretty decent part in it. The Autobots and the Maximals actually are pretty interesting how they introduced and get along and what they're going through and stuff like that. It's a semi-prequel because it takes place after Bumblebee, but before Transformers 1, at least the live action. So it does feel weird when certain things happen because, what's gonna happen later on. So it's a little dumb that they go on that path, but hey, whatever. Whatever. It works. It works. It's gonna make money. It's granted, of course, next week we got a lot of movies coming out. Some pretty big movies too. We got something for everybody, and it was a little bit of a tough choice. Granted, I was always kind of leaning towards the one movie, which next week we'll be seeing The Flash, which after all the controversy that happens off screen with the main actor and all that stuff, just the trailers look pretty amazing. So that's what sold me on it. But there's also Elemental, the Pixar movie, which I think is going to be solid, but I just don't see it being anything too crazy. So that's why I didn't pick that. There's also Asteroid City, which is a Wes Anderson movie, which, granted, if you've seen a Wes Anderson movie, you kind of seen them all. They have a very similar style. So there's that. So Flash was the one that's the oddball, the wild card, pretty much. So I'm hoping for good things. We'll see you next week. But until then, later.